old citadel. Anahita took Prince Hassan beyond these gates.
I can't fathom why Anahita would do such a thing.
Sargon, you know her best. What do you make of it?
It doesn't make sense. She has always been loyal.
She wants to seize power for herself.
Oh, what do you even mean?
The Simorg may have disappeared, but the mighty god used to live on Mount Karv, and perhaps still does.
It has always been the Simorg who appoints future kings and queens.
Anahita probably wishes to receive the Simorg's blessing.
But why kidnap Prince Hassan?
She needs him. The gates to the Simorg temple only open for members of the royal family.
She has lost her mind. She will never get the Simorg's blessing like that.
We can't be certain. After all, the Simorg may be weakened.
One thing's for sure. Prince Hassan is in danger. She will kill him once she has no need for him.
Immortals, follow me. Let's help Ardashir and find Prince Hassan.
Wait for me here. Don't worry. I won't be long.
Sacred of mountains.
Been here before?
No, but I've read about it. This place was once the site of King Darius's palace. Religion, medicine, astrology, geometry, algebra. All knowledge was gathered here, accessible to all. Mount Karv was home to a great citadel of wisdom, the pride of all Persia.
And? What happened?
No one survived to tell the tale. And to think that Prince Hassan is caught up in all this. Who knows what might await us? Who knows what might await us?
What is this sorcery?
I'm a warrior, not a seer.
Frozen as it falls.
As if time had stopped. Here, not everything is what it seems. Let's be cautious.
I'm good. Kais and Layla are by my side.
Your swords.
Yes. They have never betrayed me.
Stay sharp. Prince Hassan can't be far now.
Something is not right here. We must proceed with caution.
Sure, man Elias. You can scurry from shadow to shadow like frightened vermin.
I'm serious, Orod. There's a strange presence here. I can feel it too. There's only one way to find out.
Let's go then.
Barum, this is Azad, one of Ardashir's men.
Long dead, judging by the rot.
How is that possible? They left not long before us.
We are not welcome here.
Stay on your guard. We will find the prince and Anahita.
We go east.
We don't go anywhere. You'll only slow me down. You're on your own.
What are you doing here? This place is too dangerous for a child.
Don't worry about me. I know the Citadel better than anyone. I know every step. I even go where others can't. I've chatted and argued with every creature. And I know every tree here.
Like this one. Are they all like this?
These trees are special. They're called Wak-Wak. They have the purest of Athra. So, stand beneath its leaves to restore your energy. There are many Wak-Wak trees throughout Mount Calf.
Tell me, you say you know all here. We're in search of soldiers like us. Our prince is being led by a general. Have you seen anyone like that?
A prince? There hasn't been a prince here in so long. I've only seen you. Well, if you've lost your friend in Mount Calf, then you're going to need an Eye of the Wanderer.
What's that?
It's a very rare, very ancient thing. Here, for you. Go on, try it. Here, I might as well show you a neat trick to remember places on Mount Calf.
Thank you, miss. I don't know your name.
My name is Faraba.
I'm Sargon, warrior of the Immortals.
Oh, doesn't that sound impressive? Well, Sargon, I'm sure we'll meet again in Mount Calf. I'll share my discoveries with you when I can, but I'll need time crystals to do it.
Time crystals?
Welcome to Mount Calf.
Sargon! Up here!
Take the prince to the Simor gate.
Anahita! Don't you dare harm him!
If you want Prince Hassan back, come and get him!
Anahita! Anahita was here. She's taking Hassan to the Simor gate.
Then Artaban may be right about her wanting the throne. That thing above us. What is...
I'm not sure. But to get to Hassan and Anahita, we must destroy it.
From this distance, that's not possible for either of us. Maybe Menelaus can help here. Bahram sent him to the east to investigate the forest.
I'll try to find him.
I'll look for another way.
What brings you here, traveler?
My allies and I are in pursuit of a traitor.
Then you and the others are trapped here too. Mount Carf has seen its share of travelers. Many are lost within the web of time's curse. Beware, warrior. Death and misery roam the citadel.
I've seen my share of death.
Even the most determined of warriors must be prepared. Its unique properties will aid you. Just know that each one is precious and can only be changed at a whack-whack tree.
I'll make good use of this.
Welcome. Welcome. These amulets are very old. Older than me, certainly.
There are magi in Persepolis. They provide medicines.
Those in Mount Carf possess more unique abilities. Though much has been forgotten. The longer Mount Carf remains imprisoned within this time paradox, the more we'll all forget our knowledge and way of life.
Artaban.
Sargon. Varum saw Anahita's guards, and he's in pursuit. As for me, I cannot continue. Time flows differently here. My mind is playing tricks on me. I can't discern the truth from the imaginary.
Artaban, thank you for being honest with me. Does this mean you're retreating?
I'm not giving in just yet. I intend to serve until my last breath. After all, if Anahita really has changed loyalties, I believe you're short of a sparring partner. Let's warm up and review the basics.
The basics again?
Practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. Get in position. Show me how you chain ground attacks. Very well. Bear in mind, you can redirect your next attack. Since you propel your opponent away with your last strike, that's the end of the chain. At close range, the sweep is good against smaller foes. You can also chain attacks afterwards. An airborne enemy cannot retaliate until they're back on their feet. Make use of that.
Perfect to cripple agile enemies.
Remember that you move forward with each attack. If you want to keep your distance, the sweep allows you to maintain your position. This doesn't suit your style, but some situations might require you to take such precautions.
Precautions? What precautions?
My point exactly. Do you remember what I told you about propelling enemies up in the air?
An airborne enemy cannot retaliate until they're back on their feet.
At least that got in your head. Let's go over your upward attacks. Use them to hit targets above you, but also to propel ground enemies in the air. A word of warning. Using the same upward attack twice in a row will lessen its effectiveness. You can also use an upward attack in a fighting combination. Be sure you're within range to strike. Following through with your attacks lets you stay in the action. Remember, Rashaba. Even a constant wind can carve a mountain. Now then, the forward slide. It's a chance to engage with an offensive advantage.
Closing the distance. That suits me.
Now let's combine everything. Chase the enemy mid-air after your upward attack. Vary your upward attacks. The same one twice in a row will not give you the same propulsion.
I understand.
Now for a specialty of yours. Acrobatic techniques. Ready for the next lesson?
I'm always ready.
You know about mid-air combinations, but there are other options. Try to reach the flying enemy.
Easy enough?
You cannot chain attacks after this move, but it should prove itself useful in certain situations. Alternatively, you can aim at enemies directly below you. Mind your position.
Now that's a new way to lift up the enemy.
You can send the enemy up even higher with aerial combinations, rather than sending them far away. This technique is valuable. You can save on time or throw your foe towards environmental hazards. Should you see a use for it, You can also send them crashing into the ground, if you prefer.
If I rush to the ground afterwards, I can maintain my flow before they get back on their feet.
For that, you know more than I do. I'm past the age to perform cartwheels at the fair.
Huh. Very funny.
Sargon, remind me what our ancestors said about Athra.
Athra flows through the universe and all living things. As much as weapons are the extension of our bodies, Athra is the extension of our will.
Precisely. You've been listening. Athra can be channeled, intensified in your blades, until they are saturated with energy. Athra-charged attacks have several advantages. They can be destructive and even increase your focus. Look at you. I can see your Athra radiating. You've embraced the teachings of our ancestors. You've come a long way since I met you. But mastery is a never-ending journey. Now then, focus your Athra in the middle of a ground combination.
Right in between moves. I'll give it a try.
You see that? It's effective at annihilating enemy defenses. And if they do not break, they will certainly be weakened. Are you also able to do that in the air?
I've practiced the technique to crush targets from above. I'll show you.
Perfect. These are strong attacks, and they knock back the enemy, marking the end of the combination. With proper training, Athra, the everlasting blaze, is yours to channel and control. No fighting style rules above all. The greatest combatants understand adaptability. Knowing your opponent's strengths is key to bringing them down. Take massive opponents, for example. They react differently to upward attacks. Give it a go.
My strikes knocked them back, but they're too heavy for me to lift them off the ground.
Worse still, some opponents can ignore the recoil of your strikes because of their build or magic. You must be vigilant, as this means they can counterattack during your fighting combinations.
Are there even worse enemies out there? None of my attacks have any effect on them.
Not showing signs of pain doesn't mean they didn't get hurt. And careful what you wish for. The Citadel is full of mysteries. And one more thing. Some enemies can recover while you're in the middle of your combination. Some can parry your next strike, cutting short your chain of attacks. You can find out for yourself.
I see more and more the benefit of sending the enemy up in the air whenever that's possible.
But you know that's not always possible. The best defense is not always offense. A warrior who throws himself into the fray without defensive skills can win battles, but never wars.
It's not the first time I've heard you say that.
The goal is to structure combat in such a way as to hit the enemy without ever being hit in return. Your dodges, backwards and forwards, allow you to pass through enemy attacks and remain unscathed. Your last strike in a ground combination does not allow these actions. The price to pay for power. You can also end your combination early with a jump. While in the air, you can dodge by doing a backflip. Jumping, while chaining attacks, can also be used offensively. Parrying is the best defense against a head-on attack, turning the table in your favor. Not all attacks can be parried. If you're attacked from both sides, escaping is your best option. Parrying and dodging are not unique to us, Sargon. You can expect enemies who can do the same. You already know this well. How recovering your balance after striking is when you're most vulnerable. After a successful dodge, the odds are in your favor. Launch a counterattack right at that moment.
I could do this all day long.
Attacking from behind is also advantageous, and even more so when the enemy is already engaged. Careful against fast foes. They may turn around and punish your attempt at a sneak attack.
Only if they can match my speed.
You can kick while sprinting to propel the enemy into the background.
And to make a loud entrance.
Sprinting allows you to close the distance. You can still perform an upward attack.
Artaban, I want to perfect my parrying technique. What do you have for me?
The art of parrying requires perfect timing and faced head-on. Get ready to parry. As you may have discovered, projectiles can also be returned to the sender. Do be vigilant. Once more, not all projectiles can be parried. Some moves give you better opportunities to counter. Learn to identify them, and don't miss. Few enemies are able to recover from your Rashaba counters.
Actually, I named them downburst counters.
Whatever you say.
I wish I could parry any attack.
You know that's impossible, even for me. Fortunately, your senses are sharp. You'll know in advance if an attack can be parried or not.
This isn't the whole day's lesson, right?
There is a lesson in every failure. Did you see the effect of the hit you took? That's what you get when you miss a parry and pay for it. Getting hit this way is particularly dangerous, and your Athra focus takes a hit too.
Well, I can feel it in my jaw now.
Athra, the everlasting blaze, the unifying energy that interlaces the cosmic tapestry. It's the flame that gives and takes, embodying the very core of existence. Its presence and blessing extend throughout the cosmos. By discerning the cadence of Athra's flow, you can better navigate exercises and cures. Athra bestows stability and longevity upon those who seek its guidance. Sargon, your Athra burns brighter with each successful technique, and can be unleashed all at once.
Athra Surge. I've used it before.
Get in position and start channeling it. Conversely, taking hits will break your focus and your Athra will dissipate. Riskier actions, such as parrying and launching charged attacks, are even more effective. Try to parry this enemy, and see how fast you can gather your Athra. Keep in mind that dodging is safer, but it will not build up Athra. Parry whenever you can. Let's talk about the Athra Surge. Since it has dodging properties, it's ideal for counterattacks. It's useful for breaking down defenses, and can stop attacks that are usually, well, unstoppable. Every warrior prides themselves on developing their ultimate techniques, but you can also learn from them. Keep in mind that Athra ignites the soul, gracefully moving through unending transformation. Harnessing and charging its strength is merely a single expression of its multifaceted nature. Fine work. You now know all the basics. Don't forget, you can always visit for a training session. If you learn new moves, perhaps we can figure out together how to use them. Take this for starters. Good to see you.
Any word of the others, Artaban?
Some. Though I'm not sure what help it will be to you. Orod passed through quickly. He told me he had glimpses of Menelaus in combat and was off to find him.
I'm certain Menelaus will manage.
Yes. I said as much to Orod. In any case, Orod will have his back.
Welcome.
one of Ardashir's men.
Sargon, how?
You're alive.
So much time has passed.
What? You're...
One single night that has lasted 30 years.
30 years?
This place is a prison. There is no way out. You must flee.
Where are your brothers in arms?
All lost in the Citadel. All prisoners of time. This is no end for a warrior. This endless captivity. If a soldier is to die, it should be in combat. Free my men. My insignia. Take it. My brothers in arms will give theirs too. When the time comes to release them.
Hey, wait!
Father, what's happening to me?
Wait! Who are you? You just disappeared.
Hello, hello. Is it the first time you're meeting a whack tree?
I've seen these trees along my journey, but you're the first to speak.
No. I'm not a whack tree. I live in it. There are many whack trees across the citadel. Their branches are a refuge for us. And also a great help for travelers like you.
Yes, I've noticed.
These trees have always been here, since the start of all life. Their roots are deep, nourished by the primordial Athra that resonates within all things. But now, the forest suffers. Amidst the curse, a creature from elsewhere sows more misfortune and desolation. Here, take this. You'll need it. Be careful, Sargon. People get lost in the forest. Stay a while. Take refuge with us.
Thank you for the warning, but I'll be fine.
All of the forest is dying. The one in the forest feeds and feeds.
Isn't it the curse that is killing the forest?
The curse, yes. Broken time means broken space. She came from elsewhere through a broken door.
I see. An uninvited creature has come to take advantage of Mount Calf's misery. It's the same as the enemies of Persepolis. This I can deal with.
You're a very brave one.
You there? Will you help this time?
This time? I just came this way.
I knew this forest was rotting my mind. Do you sense it? Something wicked has drained life from this place.
All of Mount Calf is cursed. That's what you sense.
Cursed?
I don't recognize your armor. You're not a soldier of Ardashir.
We've come from across the seas to attack the palace of Darius. But we're ensnared.
King Darius? He's been dead 30 years. The palace here is deserted.
So long? Quick, go find my brother in arms. He'll help me get out of here. I don't know what I have to offer, but I promise I'll make it worth your while. Help me, before my mind rots more. There's nothing natural about this place. Hurry, find find my friend.
Whatever put him up there, it's a grisly fate. The armor looks old and tattered.
Dead. You're sure?
I am.
I thought as much. Freedom. One way or another.
You said you were attacking the palace. What can you recall?
Nothing. Fragments. Oh, but her whispers are poison. How long has it been?
30 years.
Imagine so many years, and not feeling time pass.
For others, it may feel longer.
And all of Mount Calf cursed. Why?
I don't know. Some say it's because the Simorg vanished.
The Simorg? It's real? I always thought so, but it's gone. Shh. More whispers. Do you hear her?
I don't hear anything.
The evil of this place is more than just a curse of time. Even though he's dead, she'll feed off him.
Sargon.
Hello, Faraba.
Many creatures are afraid of this place. I wanted to see why.
It seems as if it's changed a great deal.
During solstice, the forest was filled with songs of celebration.
How long has the forest been poisoned?
Shortly after time shattered, the forest queen invaded. She brought the angry wind. Remember your Eye of the Wanderer? Lend me your Eye of the Wanderer. I'll add the information I've gleaned about this area.
Menelaus' bow. What's going on? Orod, Menelaus isn't with you.
We got separated. Why?
It's strange. I encountered another version of myself. A warrior who looked just like me.
What are you talking about?
You are not welcome here.
What was that?
What? Some beast too scared to even show itself. That's what. Now where did it go? I want myself a real fight. Good luck to you, Sargon. Try not to go mad.
Menelaus, you're alive.
And that amazes you somehow?
I found your bow.
Different possibilities, all unfolding at the same time. It may be worrisome, but at least I know my bow is in good hands.
Anahita is taking Hassan to the top of the citadel.
Right. To the Simor Gate. Before I forget, my bow serves a dual purpose. You may want to take another look. I'll meet you up there.
Hey there, Sargon of the Immortals.
Fariba, were you here waiting for me?
The world does not revolve around you, young man.
That's my Maman Bozorg. I just know you'll want to visit her shop from time to time. Hi, Sargon.
The Upper Citadel. Do you know how to get there?
Of course I do. I can go anywhere. But for you, it might not be as straightforward. Anyway, I see you now have a bow. To the west, you could reconstruct the statue of the great goddess. That's the easiest way.
The broken statue. I know.
You warriors keep going to and fro. Do you ever get tired?
Not when I have a duty.
Duty calls, then. Just watch out for traps. They don't care much for duty. They don't care if you use memory shards either. So go ahead and use them.
Welcome. Well.
Good to see you. The bow. Not my weapon of choice, but I've observed Menelaus in combat. I can teach you a few things.
I can't copy his unconventional fighting style, but I can incorporate it into my own style.
For some warriors, being too technical can get in the way of the ideal of perfection. Let's start with the basics. The bow itself. Let your senses guide your weapon. Let them carry you.
It's almost too easy. You'd think this bow is enchanted.
Not enchanted, but infused by the Athra of a Menelaus from years and years of battling. Shooting an arrow after a jump will halt your descent. The arrows are also strong enough to lift your enemies up in the air. Go on, give it a shot.
This is a good trick. It allows for many possibilities.
What did Menelaus tell you about the chakram?
Not much.
I remember him parrying the chakram to have it bounce back. Get ready to parry. I see you're getting good at this.
I'm already good. Perfection can't be that hard.
You know, Sargon, I'm not entirely sure it's a good idea that we mortals remain separated.
Well, it made the most sense to split up and find them.
I agree. At least at the start. But this place has too many tricks. We should regroup.
You may be right, Artaban. But I don't think it'll be long before we have Anahita cornered.
I'm sure you, as much as the rest of us, are eager for her explanation.
I have to know why she's done such a thing.
Here's a mortal. One who searches for something out of reach, beyond control. Who do you serve, I wonder?
You know about me.
I turn my eye to the human world when I choose.
I'm Sargon. I serve Persia as one of the immortals.
Immortals, you say? Interesting. Well, immortal, you stand before a true immortal. Kahiva, goddess and blacksmith to the gods, I've forged their greatest weapons.
Have you forged weapons for mortals?
I've served mortals from time to time. King Darius's sword was some of my finest work. Few other mortals are worthy.
I had no idea that in Mount Kaf, gods and goddesses walked among humans.
It was so. The curse altered everything. Some gods disappeared into other strands of destiny. But I remain. I'm one of the lucky ones. My forge protected me from the winds of time. Either way, nothing feels the same now.
Would you forge for a mortal again?
For a few time crystals, we might come to an agreement. Understand this. Even in the skewed reach of time, a mortal's life is insignificant. Welcome. Do you wish something forged? I doubt a mortal has seen such a forge as mine.
I have not. But my blades, Kais and Layla, have never failed me.
Over flame and heat, this forge channels my Athra. Such an energy is what shapes the strongest of weapons. Believe me, mortal, when I say the forge speaks to me. My forge senses the glow of Athra within everything. It tells me of an ore with ancient power that calls out. Will you find it? During the shattering, things were lost, while others were unearthed. We shall see if such power wants to be found by a mortal. If you are worthy, then perhaps your map will aid you. Because of my Athra, this forge is ablaze with divine energy.
The ground shudders.
And do you hear the hum? This is what called out to my forge. To you. Ore such as this will unleash immense power.
Divine energy. The power of gods.
It is more than just power, mortal. It's insight. To find something that glows with a god's Athra is a gift. And so, this is meant for you.
My thanks to you and your forge.
You have my attention, mortal. The warrior. Few of your kind would be worthy of such things.
Welcome. Welcome.
Hi, Sargon. Lend me your Eye of the Wanderer. I'll add the information I've gleaned about this area.
Your life ends here.
Heard that one before.
Is your destiny!
Any sign of the prince?
None. And I've been scouring the place for 3 days now.
3 days? Artaban, but we only got here hours ago.
Hours for you. Days for me. Years for Ardashir's man.